Hey guys, it's Lewis from CCG here to talk about a new feature in the upcoming patch 4.3 for WoW, and this feature is called Void Storage, and I will be touching up a little bit on Transmogrification. To start off with Void Storage, it is not a replacement for your bank, and it is not an account-wide thing. It is per character. You're going to have to purchase it on each character. And you purchase this with in-game currency. It is not another money milker thing that Blizzard is trying to do. It is completely with in-game currency. Now, to start off, this is not a replacement bank because, again, you have to pay to use this feature. So, to start off, you're going to have to pay a sum of 1,000 gold. Blizzard has come out and said that this is not a set price. The prices for Void Storage will change, as will the other features. They are saying they are unsure, and the developers are discussing the price, and it may change. Now, it's going to cost 1,000 gold for now. Chances are it will go up to 10,000 gold or maybe even more. Now, once you've paid for it, you are going to go into deposit items. Now, each item you deposit is going to be 100 gold, and each item you withdraw is going to be another 100 gold. So, if you deposit in 3 items, it's going to cost you 600 gold to actually put in the item and withdraw it. I'm not entirely sure on these things whether they scale with the rarity of the item. So in this case it may only be 100 gold for rares. It may be cheaper for the lower quality items or more expensive for the higher quality items such as legendary. And let's say you put in a legendary item, it may cost you 1,000 gold to deposit and another 1,000 gold to withdraw. Another feature that this is added is a search bar. Now the search bar is in Void Storage, and it is in the bags that you have in your user UI kind of thing. Why, that was redundant. Anyway, let's say you need to find an item such as volatile fire. You would go into your search bar and type in volatile fire. It will put everything as grayed out except the item you search for. So it searches exact names. It does not search tags or anything silly like that. It is the exact name, similar to the auction house search bar, only this is only going to be in your bags. Now, I find this very useful because it's going to highlight the only item you need and gray out everything else, which will make that item stand out to you. For those of you who have had issues where you're searching through your bags for an item and could never find it, like myself, this is going to be a godsend. I love this feature. It's really nice. It's really cool. It's going to be great. Another thing about Void Storage that you need to know is any item placed in Void Storage will become soulbound, and items that cannot become soulbound or are not soulbound will not be able to be placed in Void Storage. And the reason I say this is a little thing they said here. Most tabards will be eligible for Void Storage, excluding a few which cannot become soulbound to a character. I'm taking this as items that are not soulbound and cannot be soulbound will not be placed in Void Storage for reasons of... I have no idea. I'm just BSing crap. There's really no reason for it. They're just doing that. They're just saying that they don't want this. It would be a waste of the feature. If it's not soulbound, you could just throw it anywhere and it wouldn't really matter. Another thing about Void Storage is any item you place in Void Storage will lose its enchant and gems. Now, this is a rumor from data mining and other such stuff. There is no blue post saying this. I am not 100% sure on this part of the feature. It sounds probable. It sounds like something Blizzard would do. And if it is, oh well, because this is mainly used for pack rat and nostalgic reasons. Same thing. So that is why this is not a replacement for a bank alt, a guild bank, or just a regular bank. This is just to hide items that you just want to keep because you may want to transmogrify into them later. Now, talking about transmogrification, Blizzard has come out and made a few clarifications on transmogrification. You cannot transmogrify items into legendary items, at least not right now. A lot of people are in uproar about this, and to cover their asses, they said that later on in the game, or soon TM, we will unlock the feature to make legendary items usable in Transmogrification. So for those of you who are farming Black Temple, go right ahead, but you are not going to be able to use those for about 6 months or so, or until they see fit to unlock it, which may even be a year, or till the next expansion. I have no idea. That sucks, I know, but there's nothing you can really do about it. Now, another feature is item restrictions on Transmogrification. I believe Sinjin went over this. There are a few things that are obvious, like you need to transmogrify a one-handed sword with another one-handed sword, but in this case they don't want, quote, silly, unquote, models being used, such as frying pans, brooms, etc., or, you know, the bouquet of flowers, the 19-pound fish that you can fish up. You will not be able to use those on your one-handed sword or replace it with, you know, your fishing pole for your pole arm. And that would just be ridiculous. As much as I wanted to do that on my hunter, you're not going to be able to do that because the developers want to keep a sense of awesomeness within the game. I really don't understand their reasoning for it, as to me it each is their own. If the player wants to look stupid, by all means let them look stupid. It's their game, let them play it how they want to play it. Another thing is, BOA items will not be able to be transmogrified. They say here it won't likely happen, which usually means it's not going to happen. So be prepared that you will not be able to change transmogrify BOA items and transmogrify them. So for those of you who wanted to make your heirlooms look really epic and awesome, you're not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. Next is BOEs. Any item that is transmogrified will become soulbound. And lastly is a new feature that they want to add for Transmogrification called Legacy Armor Vendor. Now, this is really cool. I'm super excited about this because what this is, for example, the biggest example they used was those Death Knights who wanted the Death Knight starting set. A lot of people kept that for nostalgic reasons because it just looked badass. It was awesome. There's nothing around that saying that it was cool. Now they're keeping this in here. They're adding it in to a vendor, not right away. It's going to be something that will happen 3 months into the new patch, or maybe even later. But this vendor will sell armor sets, old legacy armor sets. So that would be the Death Knight starter gear. That also means that they will also add, I'm saying also a lot also. Anyway, that means they're going to add tier 1 sets and tier 2 sets, and possibly more sets as time goes on within the game, just so you can not have to go through the hassle of farming those raids just for those tier sets, when really you can solo them and it's a joke. You will be able to go to a vendor, pay a sum of gold, and get those items. Now, I'm going to assume that it is going to start off with the Death Knight starter set, maybe tier 1 and tier 2, and as time goes on they will go to 3, 4, and 5, and so on and so forth. It's going to take a bit of time, but it'll get there to your tier set if you don't want to farm it. If you're willing to wait 6 months, I guarantee you'll have that by then. It's an awesome feature. I'm looking forward to that. And that's it for this episode, guys. So, please feel free to leave comments, you know, with your questions or how awesome this video was. If it wasn't awesome, please don't leave a comment. Just go away. Anyway, for those of you who did like the video, please like the video, of course, and subscribe. It really helps us get more views, and we're looking forward to those people who subscribe. It keeps us doing what we're doing. So, thanks guys again, and I'll catch you next time.